I was so looking forward to this transfer window. I had grand plans. We were going to transform our fortunes. And the board have slashed our retained transfer revenue. So with 1 week to go, this is going to hurt. Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back to Club 2 Part 4 of the Director of Moneyball. I am Kirk Sheridan, and I hate the amount of debt that this club is in. Nearly £1 million a month that we're losing. And look, we're not even spending £50,000 a week on wages. In fact, we are paying off more than 10 times our wages each month to the club chairperson primarily and a club director who I would very much appreciate if they just gave us longer to pay it back. Just give us a fighting chance. But the worst news of all is that this percentage of transfer revenue to reuse, to improve our squad, to improve our chances of staying in this division, has been cut from 30% to 10%. And I would just like to point out again, that's after we have made an £18 million transfer profit this year. £18 million! And you remember that one shining light of hope at the end of the last episode, that Liverpool were interested in Jude Bellingham, the major target? Yeah, not anymore. No one's interested. I think the game is conspiring to get me fired. But somehow I am achieving what the board expect this year. They considered us to be competitive in the Carabao Cup and in the FA Cup, even though we lost in the third round in our first fixture. That's how low their expectations are. They're currently satisfied that we're on course to achieve a mid-table finish. Well, maybe, but our form is ropey. More on that in a minute. And they're pleased with the work done to improve the wage bill. Yeah, I'll bet you are. 18 million quid's worth of sales. But sadly, form has been pretty ropey. Since we beat Swansea, we haven't won a single match. We've only lost one of our last 5, but there's a lot of 1-1 draws in there. And unless we can pull off another miracle, I expect those 1-1s to turn into losses, because we are about to lose our goalkeeper. Ted Curd, who we signed on loan, 18 years old, only operating at League 2 level, but played 25 matches for us and kept 7 clean sheets in the league. His loan ends today. And despite me begging Chelsea to let us have him back on loan, they want him to play at a higher level. So we're desperately searching for another goalkeeper. Luca Gunther, I'm hoping, will be the answer, on loan from Tottenham. I'm so desperate we've even offered to pay 10% of his wages. He isn't very good. He's Vanarama South standard, but he's potentially Championship standard, and he's better than anyone else we've got. We are scraping the barrel, digging through the bottom of it, and drilling about a mile down. So as things stand, somehow we remain in mid-table. We're in 14th place, draw specialists for the division. Luck has been on our side so far. We're 13 clear of Preston North End, who are currently occupying the final drop spot. But I don't expect us to be able to do any business on deadline day. We have 6 more days, and after that we are away at Sunderland, who are in 23rd place. That's probably the best hope we'll have in a long time of picking up 3 essential points. And to help us along the way, I am going to try desperately to find some more free loans who are at the standard of Charlie McNeil or Jack Hinshelwood, already operating at Championship level. They're the ones we need to help us secure our place in this division and keep me in a job. Wish me luck, because I think this is going to feel like a really long 6 days. Right, this breaks most of the principles of the Director of Moneyball ethos, but desperate times call for truly desperate measures. I have discovered Barley Mumba, incredibly versatile fullback, attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder, would be one of the better players at the club, and we would be able to get him potentially, if he wants to join us, by paying Norwich just £6,000 a month. That is nothing in comparison to our eye-watering debt, so that feels, if it's going to help us stay in the division, a complete no-brainer. I'm trying the same trick with defender Nicholas Ioanu as well, but we haven't got £5,000 a week to spare, I'm afraid. And Montpellier want £5,000 a week for Bobby Thomas as well. This is not looking promising. So unless I can find anything wondrous out there, our survival hopes might depend on a 19-year-old goalkeeper and a 23-year-old versatile wingback. Bodes well. But what is this? So Joe Bellingham, we had a 40% profit sell-on clause, and if we choose to sell it, we'll get nearly £1 million. I feel that's not going to be enough. All it would do is add £97,000 to what's already a massively overinflated wage bill. I'll save that for now. If I really desperately need it, going into deadline date, maybe we'll think again, but it really doesn't feel like it's going to make any difference. But what might make a difference is getting £1 million if we can sell Rydian Bennett for 10 million quid. It has to be done. There we go. Offering him out. There's no interest in him at the moment. I don't know if it's going to stoke any fires whatsoever. George Hall, similarly, if we could get 6 million quid, or Kofi Barmer. Don't know what choice we have. That's it. Our 3 prize assets. I've bitten the bullet. I've offered them out. If we can sell one of them, I might then be able to have a little bit of flex, a little tiny bit, to be able to potentially pick up a couple of free transfers, or even just extend the contract of some of these players who are expiring soon. Brandon Fleming has been essential for us this year. He's played 27 matches, and I cannot afford to offer him the same wage he is currently on. The most the board will allow me to do is not even £2,000 a week. He's going to end up walking away for nothing. What jobs are out there at the moment? Darlington, Solihull Moors, our affiliate club, that would be ironic. Bundesliga 2? Gosh. Never contemplated potentially needing to move abroad and do a director of football job over there. Has it come to this? What about Worthing? Oh, they are in poor form. Worthing, where are you? Oh no, they're 20th. They can't go down, surely. They were flying high under Chris McPhee earlier in the season. Oh dear, oh dear. Who knows? We may be going back to the ancestral home. If things don't work out here at Birmingham, there's still time. Not a lot, but there is still time. Oh, wonderful. Kofi Barmer is upset. He wants to know why I'm touting his services to other clubs. Damn! I'm going to ask his agent to resolve the issue here. Hopefully his agent can see that actually this would be an opportunity for him to earn more at a bigger club. Right, well, his agent thinks he's every right to be upset about being forced out. He's not being forced out. I just desperately need some funds. Let's be honest. The club needs to cash in on you as soon as possible. He doesn't want to be a victim of the club's financial issues and wants to stay here. Kofi, I would love that too. There is nothing more I would like. But I can't. Okay, fine. Right. Kofi, we're not going to sell you. George and Rydian it is. Well, we've only gone and hammered the morale of one of the most influential players at the club. This is going well. I'm having my face rubbed in it by agents here now. Ian Mitchell is letting me know that his client, Ebu Adams, is available for a fee of around £125,000, which for an average championship club sounds like peanuts. And for us, it's a distant dream. Monday, 27th of January. Deadline day's on Friday. Ted Kurd has gone. So as things stand, our best goalkeeper is 16 years old and only good enough for the Vanarama North or South. But he's consistent. Yay. No one's interested in Hall or Bennett. Oh, this is getting worse. I'm even being recommended to put Hall on the transfer list by my staff, but that's just going to hammer his value. Oh, I'm getting some recommendations for scouts to sign, though. That's helpful. Because so far, all of the great players that I've scouted have been queuing up to join this financially broken institution. Well, a sliver, a tiniest sliver of good news here. We do have Luca Gunter joining on loan from Tottenham. He will be first choice. He is better than the other goalkeepers we have. Still nowhere near the quality required for this level, but he's got high potential, so maybe he'll get better really, really quickly. He is supposedly a better shot stopper and better aerial presence than Kurd, so maybe he'll be all right. How is a club with the history of Birmingham City relying on a 19-year-old free loan goalkeeper to keep them in the Championship? I hate this board so much. Antef Tsungui now returns to Brighton. He was one of my emergency versatile loan signings in August. Started 2 matches, so that at least is no major loss. Oh, brilliant. Even better news. Piazzetti's now got the flu. Sending him home. There is no way I'm keeping him at the club and risking that spreading. Right, it's Wednesday. 2 days left. I'm just going to offer out Bennett again. And Hall. In fact, I will even stick him on the transfer list. Both of them on the transfer list, both of them offered out. Please, somebody come and save me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, okay. This might possibly be the miracle that we need. If I can get more. Everton have offered 2.2 million up front and 2.2 in instalments. This is where I need to get brave. Oh, thank you so much to Clates for the tip on this. If you didn't watch his video about how to get the best value for your players, I'm using that technique and it seems to be working. Go check it out. I rejected the bid from Everton. I then offered Hall out again, this time for £5 million. They have come back in with a straight £5 million bid. Clates says I should reject this again, which I will do, and we'll offer him out for 6 this time. Is it going to work? It does. They've come back and offered 6. Wow. Clates, that video, best one on YouTube this year. Thank you. I'll stick the link in the description below. Everyone go check it out. And by the way, if you're enjoying what you're watching on this channel right now, please drop a like on the video and subscribe. Always helps out. Right, so Everton have offered £6 million for George Hall. This, I've just got to take it. I don't want to risk them pulling out by me trying to push for an extra £250,000, which in reality for us is 25k. Right, George, please hurry up, make a decision, leave, so we've got some money to spend on deadline day. No offers for Bennett. Liverpool only want to pay £950,000. No, that's not happening. Right, we'll remove him from the transfer list then. Jose Carvalho wants to be recalled from his loan at Solihull Moors. Honestly, Jose, I can't do it. They're paying over half your wages, and I can't afford to bring you back. Right, it's deadline day. No word from George. He's cutting things quite fine. Just sign the contract. We need this money in the bank. £600,000. I don't even know if it's going to make a dent. It might cover our wage budget. Oh, am I going to have any transfer spending? If George can make a decision soon, this might be the busiest transfer deadline day I have ever been involved in. Quiet deadline day expected, eh? Well, not for me. George, hurry up! 15 hours. Sunderland are favourites for our match tomorrow. They've lost their last 5 matches in a row, and they are favourites. That says a lot about how good we are right now. Galaxy are interested in signing Brandon Fleming at the end of his contract. Come on, George, if you move on, I might be able to sign him up. Keep him here next season. Oh, this is so stressful. Right, Western Supermare have come in asking to take Shane Brown on loan for the rest of the season. They're going to pay some wages. Yes, absolutely. Take them off my books. Oh my goodness me, 12 hours to go. Come on, George, what are you doing? Please don't ruin this for me. Oh, confirmation. Oh, Mumba's going to Oxford. That's annoying. But, Hall is going to Everton. We get £600,000 added to our transfer budget. Just as we're getting some agents offer us their players. Right. 10 hours to go. So if we put all of that £600,000 into our wage budget, that's still not enough to sign anybody else. All I've done is weaken the team. We've now got nearly £8 million in the bank, and the board will not allow me to ask for anything. So I think I need to dramatically change tack here. I think what I need here, if I can find one, if I can afford one, is a higher quality assistant manager. I remember us looking at him at the very start of the season. He wants £2,500 a week, which we can't afford. We could, however, make it 1.9, add a 50% top division promotion wage rise. We can waive club compensation for a managerial role, give him a contract extension after promotion, and hell, we'll give him a bonus if we reach the playoffs. He still wants 2k. Nope, he's out. Jesse Marsh. Jesse Marsh, I will give you all the bonuses if you join as my assistant manager. Oh! There has to be someone here we can convince. Thomas Lech is better than Jamie Day in pretty much every aspect. Wants to play a 5-2-1-2 vertical tiki-taka. We definitely need to change things up. And this might be doable. He only wants £2,000 per week. This is maybe it. He's agreed to join us for 1.8k. I don't know how much compensation it will be to boot Jamie, but maybe we could offer Jamie a contract to stay on as a coach as well. No, Jamie is adamant he does not want to be anything but an assistant manager. Sorry, Jamie, you might be disappointed. Well, possibility we might be able to bring in Luke Chambers on loan. Our offer for Chambers has been accepted. It's now down to him whether he joins us or not. How has this transfer window affected your plans for the rest of the season? How honest do you want me to be, Sean? Right, that's one in. Luke Chambers does join. How much game time he'll get, I don't know, because we can only play 5 loanees at any one time. He does come in as an important player. This is good, this is good, this is good. How about it, board? 4 hours left. Any chance you'll let me, spend some of this £8 million you have sitting in the bank account? Oh my word, 1 hour before the end of the window, Blackpool come in for a low ball offer for Brandon Fleming, which I'm absolutely not accepting. Any chance of Jude going? Nah. I added him to the shortlist just to see if that prompted any interest from other clubs. Not a thing. Right, let's praise these players for training well then, because that's pretty much the most impactful thing that I can do now. As this transfer window runs to a very, very disappointing end. And there we go. In some respects, a very successful window. We once again brought in a staggering amount of money. £6 million from the sale of George Hall to Everton. George Hall, who had started 12 matches for us this year and got an average rating of 6.89. Decent, but not amazing. Great potential, though. He goes into the Everton under-21s. However, when Norwich City are spending over £1 million a week on wages, and we're spending £65,000. I mean, how do you even rationalise it? How can the board be expecting us to compete as a mid-table team? Surely next season they'll reduce their expectations. Luke Chambers, though, will be a big help. He can actually play in the centre of defence, so I suspect that is where he will be picked. But it's over to Jamie until such time as Thomas Lech confirms that he is joining us. £5.5 million of profit this month, and nothing to show for it. Well, moment of truth, we're up against Sunderland, away from home. They've lost their last 5 matches in a row. We've drawn 4 and lost 1 of our last 5 matches. Is Jamie going to pick up any result here? If he doesn't, I think we're in serious trouble. We did somehow manage another draw. Miraculous result by the look of things. We dominated possession, but did nothing at all in the second half. Great performances from Leo, Terziev, Barmer and Hinshelwood. Fleming, 2 goals from Bennett, but a poor start for our goalkeeper. As you would expect, he's just not good enough to be playing at this level. And now Fleming's injured for 3 to 4 weeks because he's pulled his knee ligaments. Oh, it gets better. Well, the ultimate transformational news coming out of this transfer window for Birmingham City is still yet to be confirmed. Thomas Lech, we have submitted an application for a work permit for him. It's due on Monday, the 17th of February. We've got 3 matches to play between now and then against Watford at home, Preston at home and Sheffield United away. Watford currently in 7th, Preston 22nd, and we're playing them at home. That could be 3 valuable points, maybe. And then Sheffield United away at 2nd place. Oh my word, this is going to hurt. What state are we going to be in by the time we get there? There's only one way to find out, of course. Join me again soon for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched today. It's been another transfer deadline roller coaster. If you have liked it, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on to find out the second the next part drops. And in the meantime, be excellent to each other. I'm Kirk Sheridan. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you soon.